Welcome back to Johnny Blaze's Twisted Tales. Tonight's Twisted Tale is called Choking on a Planet. Get ready for a story that will make you think twice about putting things in your mouth, and think 3 times about the seemingly innocent objects around you. Now, turn off the lights, settle in, and prepare to be haunted. Jake had always been curious, a trait that often led him to explore every nook and cranny of his grandparents' old house. It was during one of these explorations, while rummaging through the dusty attic, that he found a small wooden box labeled Grandpa's Treasures. The box creaked open to reveal a collection of strange, antique marbles. One marble, in particular, caught his eye, a deep blue one, intricately detailed, almost like a miniature planet. Fascinated by its beauty, Jake pocketed the marble and took it with him everywhere. It became his constant companion, a stress reliever he would roll between his fingers during long nights of cramming for exams. One evening, as he absent-mindedly played with the marble while reading a dense textbook, he felt an inexplicable urge to put it in his mouth. He hesitated for a moment, but curiosity got the better of him. The moment the marble touched his tongue, a chill ran down his spine. Before he could react, he accidentally swallowed it. Panic gripped him as he realized the marble was lodged in his throat. He tried desperately to cough it out, but it seemed to stick stubbornly in place. Gasping for air, he staggered around the room, knocking over his books and papers. His vision blurred, and the world around him started to fade to black. When Jake opened his eyes again, he found himself in a vast, dark void. The air was heavy, and an eerie silence enveloped him. He called out, but his voice echoed back faintly, swallowed by the emptiness. As he tried to comprehend where he was, a shadowy figure emerged from the darkness. It was tall and formless, its presence ancient and malevolent. "You have swallowed a cursed planet," the figure whispered in an otherworldly voice that sent shivers down Jake's spine. "Now, you belong to it, and it to you." Jake's heart pounded in his chest. The marble wasn't just a toy, it was a prison, a cursed artifact that trapped the souls of those who came into contact with it. He could feel the weight of countless souls, all bound to the same fate. The realization hit him like a tidal wave. His soul was now bound to the miniature planet, forever lost in this terrifying void. Jake screamed with every ounce of energy, "Bring me back, I can't die like this." The figure growled back with an intensity so fierce it tore chunks of skin from Jake's face. "Don't question me. I am everything, and you are nothing but flesh and bones. I will rip your skin off, piece by piece, over and over, for all eternity. You're in my world now, princess." Jake fell to the burning ground of the cursed planet in agonizing pain, his face bleeding from the skinless patches caused by the figure's mortifying screams and words, wishing it was all over. And just like that, Jake's face was healed and the fiery ground extinguished. Jake fell to his knees with his hands in the air and stuttered a "Thank you, God, thank you, so?" Suddenly the ground started shaking horrifically and all the trapped souls started whipping around him. Then he heard it, the terrifying and deadly scream from the dark figure. Suddenly his eardrums exploded and chunks of skin tore from his face. In an agonizing and a beyond death type of pain, Jake realized no matter what he did, he was stuck in a never-ending loop of torture inside the cursed planet for all eternity. Back in the real world, Jake's lifeless body lay on the floor of his room. He had only been gone for 3 minutes, but his soul had already experienced lifetimes of torture, with an eternity left to go. His face was pale, his eyes wide open in terror, and the marble glowed an evil, blue glow in his throat. 3 days later, when his family found him, they were haunted by the inexplicable circumstances of his death. They locked the attic and never spoke of the incident again. And so, the house with the cursed attic stood as a scary reminder: the most common item can hold otherworldly powers. The marble remained hidden away, its malevolent power torturing the trapped souls that are doomed on the planet for the rest of time. Thanks for tuning in to this week's Twisted Tale on Johnny Blaze's Twisted Tales. Remember, it's important to never judge a planet by its marble. If you enjoyed Choking on a Planet, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to support my channel. And turn on notifications to never miss a Twisted Tuesday. Until we meet again, keep your mouths closed and your marbles in your pants.